Michael, I don't know. Are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're recording now.
Good.
There we
All
go.
right, let's do it. Hello, Michael, and
Hello,
all
Phill.
6 people who watch this show. Brian, we don't know where Brian is.
No,
That
he's
is point number 1.
yeah.
Brian, if you happen to see this, or if you happen to see my numerous texts and calls,
Right.
please hop on. You've got the email. I don't know. This is not even being live streamed. I don't know why I said that.
I
Anyway.
think he's out doing research on poppers from last week.
I hope so. I hope he is topping some confused young twink theater kid and he's just pounding him out.
There you
I
go.
just hope he's just fucking holding him by the jaw while he does it. Anyway, that's a little bit too explicit.
That's a lot. That was
That's
the whole
very,
jaw
very,
thing.
very specific.
The word jaw becomes very jarring in the conversation.
There we go. See what you did there. All right, so
okay.
We got to talk the sports show. Let's talk some sports, man.
Okay.
I am frustrated and angry right now. I'm not really super angry because I'm already becoming numb. Yeah, you're pointing at the fucking hat right there. Quick first shout out to one of my favorite bars in the city, Judy Z's in the Village.
Yeah.
They have killer nachos, and best of all, they allow dogs. So I got to watch the Giants lose, and then the Jets win today, all hanging out with my lady and my dog, which is great. They're a dog-friendly sports bar, which, by the way, and you and a couple other friends of mine, being able to bring your dog to the sports bar is awesome. We need more bars like that. It's pretty awesome. I don't know why Mike is flying an NFL logo at me.
This is Judy from their graffiti on their outdoor.
Great spot. Big shout out to them. They got some good nachos.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna. All right. Anyway.
Great place.
So the Giants suck. That's it. This is at the point where it's. I was thinking about this just now while I was walking my dog, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible the drop off that we've had as New York sports fans in the last 5, maybe 6 weeks. You know, it's because the baseball teams suck. All right, neither of them even made the playoffs. And then you figure, you know what? We'll look forward to football season. You got the Giants, you got the Jets. You know, maybe we can do something this year. And then Aaron Rodgers gets his leg blown out, and you've got
Mr. COVID.
Mr. COVID. As Giants fans, it's like we went from hey, last year was cool. They were in the playoffs. Maybe we can build on that. Maybe we can make something happen. Here we are in week 5. The team is sitting 1-4, and the question we are now, first of all, playoffs I think are out of the question. Now the question now becomes: is this team going to win 3 games or 4 games this year? That's where I'm at. I don't know about you.
So this is what happened to me today. So I was coming to meet you guys, and what happened was, last night. I bought Taco Bell late. And if I have Taco Bell now at this age, at 42, it destroys my stomach. So
you're a gambling man if you're eating Taco Bell any time of day, but especially late.
So I got 3 cheesy gordita crunches and then a fourth cheesy gordita crunch, but with a Dorito hard shell on the inside. I wanted to try it. It was pretty good. And then it came from some hot sauces.
Are you not a pothead or alcoholic like that right there?
I don't need it to eat junk food.
That's just a pothead order right there.
Yeah.
That's what one of my friends orders when they're leaning over my shoulder in the drive-thru is that exact order. I mean, that's a stoner order, man. Anyway, keep going.
I eat that sober. That's just the way it is. So I ordered it, but before I ate it, I took like a Malox capsule, like an anti-stomach thing, whatever, so I wouldn't get sick. And it worked. It didn't bother me because I usually will take like a lactate or whatever. I don't want to get too graphic, but anyway.
No. I have so many questions, but keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, I felt fine, and then I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, I just had the worst heartburn and like acid reflux, and I took like an acid. Like I have standing by plenty of Tums, but when it really bothers me, I have the little pill thing you take, and I took it.
Do you go traditional mint Tums or do you go with the fruity kind?
No, I go with the ones that either taste like Mentos, like the chewy, fruity Mentos.
Okay, so you have like the white, just the white ones or the colored ones?
No, the flavored ones.
Weird question. I hope nobody takes out of context.
The fruity ones.
What do you like better, the whites or the coloreds?
The whites or the fruits?
Yeah.
That's our whole
Exactly.
podcast, right? What?
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy.
Um,
That's a different podcast where
that's
I
a
go
different
under a different
podcast.
name so I get fired from my day job. No.
Yeah. So
No, you see,
anyway,
fruity. Fruity's the way to go, by the way, with Tums.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry,
And
sorry
I
to
got
get
the
on that rabbit
smoothie
hole with
ones
you.
too. The
Yeah.
smoothie ones are good because they're not as chalky somehow. I don't know. But
Okay.
anyway, I got up and I took the little I don't know what it's, the acid reflux. I don't know. It begins with an F. I forget the generic term. I took that. I laid down. That didn't help. I took some Tums. That didn't help. And I was laying down, and my cat was laying next to me, and I passed out. And I woke up, and it was like 2:00, 2:30. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, Phil, I'm on my way. I'll
Yeah,
be there for
'cause
4:00.
we were supposed to meet at the bar
Right.
at like
1.
1:30, 2:00.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I knew the Giants were going to lose today, so I didn't like make it
Yeah.
a priority to get there at the very start of the game. Usually, when it
Yeah.
comes to those 1:00 Sunday games, I'll roll up around the second quarter because
Right.
because the Giants. And let's go back to the game. No one expected them to really win today,
No.
but I didn't expect them to get decimated in the way that they did. It wasn't quite as much of a
Right.
decimation as like the opening game this year against the Cowboys, but it
Mhm.
was, other than like kind of being only down by one possession at the half, it
Yeah.
just felt like this team had no chance the entire game. The
No.
entire game, like me and the other friends who were there before you, we were all just sitting there talking, hanging out, barely paying attention because the entire second half of the game,
It was
once
bad.
Miami got that touchdown, it was that's it. It was over, and we all knew it was over. You can't trust this team.
Nope.
Their O line is terrible. The defense can't make a tackle. And I know you like to rag on Daniel Jones. He didn't look terrible, but just again, the same
Yeah.
problem as always. No support. It sucks.
Nothing.
And
No
who's the guy
Saquon. He's
again?
still out. Yeah.
Who's, by the way, who's the player who was talking shit about? Hold on, Brian. We might have Brian.
Evan
Oh,
Neal. What is he doing? Is he
yeah,
sleeping?
Evan Neal. Oh man,
Evan Neal is laced into the fans.
so I got so desperate. This is how much we love Brian on the show.
Yeah.
I texted Brian's boyfriend and I said,
Right.
is he around or is he okay? Like Mike and I are concerned. And he goes, oh no, like we just passed out. We fell asleep, man.
It is Sunday. It is Sunday night at 9:49. Right.
Brian had a super Sunday fun day. Apparently, he couldn't make it past 9:30 p.m.
He had a full day.
Yeah, so
He was in a ball pit. He got
here's
cotton
the thing
candy.
about with the Evan Neal thing, and I do want to say that I don't know if you heard the Don LaGreca on I forgot what radio he's on.
Don LaGreca went off.
Love that.
Yeah.
Go find it. Don't
Yeah.
literally pause us or even click back. Don't even listen to the rest of us. Go find his rant on this. But anyway, as far as the Evan Neal was talking shit about the fans, saying, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of burger flippers. You're nothing.
Yeah.
I'm a football player. All this crap." Here's the thing: when I'm watching a professional sports game, no matter if it's baseball, football, whatever it is, and I am one of those people who sits there and I rate it by the system of, could I personally have done that?
Right.
Okay, and you know what? Here's the thing: could I miss a tackle? Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I drop a pass? Yeah, I could. And that's
Mhm.
what's so frustrating about watching this Giants team is like I have no real formal football training, but
No.
I can miss a guy by 6 feet.
Sure.
I know I can. So why are these people talking condescendingly to the fans, getting all cocky when
Yeah.
they're embarrassing themselves on national television almost every week? It's crazy to me. It's frustrating.
His frustration, I can understand. I can understand when you got millions of people screaming in your face. It's got, and especially now with social media, it's got.
Oh, right. Hold on. Brian called me. I'm gonna call Brian. Are you alive? Check your email. Hop on. We're talking about the stuff. We're about to start the Jet segment. We need you.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. So what we're gonna do?
We're gonna
you and I are gonna keep rambling about how much we hate the Giants right now.
We'll pop him in, yeah.
And then as soon as he pops in, we're just gonna start talking about the Jets.
So we're
a professional show, everybody.
With Evan Neal though, I think as an athlete, more and more athletes I'm noticing are coming out at the fans. It's a different generation of athlete. They're younger than us. They grew up in the social media world. They know what it's like to be harassed on social media and so on. So
yeah.
They're used to communicating with the public. Yeah, they're used to communicating with the public on a more personal level than athletes before. So they're going back at the fan. But I think what it comes down to is that, these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. But the thing is when we go to work and we screw up, our ass is out the door. These guys are still getting paid millions of dollars, and they're bad at their job, and they're putting on a show, and it costs the fans a lot of money these days to go, and they're not doing their job, and we're just frustrated. But
And that's exactly
yeah,
it. Is that the calculate like full disclosure, I dropped well over $100 at the sports bar today,
yeah,
and that's just going to the sports bar.
right,
If a fan wanted to go to the Meadowlands to watch the Giants play, Giants tickets are expensive, even when they suck.
mhm,
They are. For those of
yeah.
you who don't live in the New York area, everything on the eastern seaboard of
It's my
uh,
Chinese food. Keep
oh,
going.
everything on the east coast of the US is just more expensive. That's how it is. And so people that live in this area, in order to go to a Giants game, first of all, there's only like 8 or 9 home games every year. Um, you have to make a calculation of what percentage, what fraction of your actual paycheck
Yeah,
are you going to spend to go see these guys play. And
right.
so the thing is, mathematically, when you talk about paychecks, yeah, it's a calculation we have to make. And a lot of people are really, really dedicated to this team. They've been going for decades.
Yeah.
And so to talk that amount of crap and to suck that bad is just crazy. I'm disgusted with this team right now, and so are you. By the way, do you have your headphones in, Michael?
No, I can hear though. When I put my headphones on, I can't even hear myself, and it screws me up. But I can hear
Okay.
you okay.
Okay. As long as we don't have echo on
No, 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 no. It doesn't pick
recording.
up the echo. No, it
Okay.
records everything individually. And I fixed my mic, so it should be recording
Okay. All right. All right.
my
God,
my
no.
mic
And so
properly.
anyway, that
Yeah.
that is my overall set of thoughts on that is, how much longer actually, and that's the thing. People aren't going to stop going. That's the
Yeah.
sucky part. It's actually still hard to get Giants tickets, even when, whoa, that's gross, even when they suck.
It's so like this outfit I'm wearing, this hat and this thing had to cost probably 40 something for the hat, probably 50 something or 40 something for
Yeah.
the
So for the
hoodie.
average person, that's at least a half day's pay. You had to make a
Yeah.
calculation of what things you either didn't want to eat or didn't want to wear or didn't want
Yeah.
to buy for your cat there or didn't want, whatever Star Wars merchandise you're into. You had to make what's
Right.
called an opportunity cost for those of you who at least made it to the freshman year of fucking college in your life.
Is that what it
And
is?
you
Opportunity cost?
opportunity cost is when you have one thing and you're willing to give up
I didn't know
another,
that.
basically. And so you had to do that in order to have that sweatshirt. And the
Right.
fact is, you wear that as pride as an Italian brother from Jersey.
That's right.
Okay.
I just
And
no gold chain, but I got
yeah.
everything else I got.
And the fact is, these dudes really just don't care. And I also want to loop back to what you said a second ago. We do live in a different generation now where people are kind of more,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, savages. Oftentimes, people are
Yeah.
used to talking more crap. People are used to being more online because when you're on the internet, you can say anything to anybody, and you're not going to get punched in
Yeah.
the face. You know what I mean? And the other thing too
Yeah.
is that guys like Evan Neal, he played. I think he was in the SEC, right? He played for Alabama, I think. And
Yeah. I'm
people like
listening.
that have literally been told since they were, I don't know, 12 years old, that they're the
Yeah.
fucking man, that they're the greatest thing to ever come out of their hometown,
Oh
and
yeah.
that they're invincible, and that they are the most important person within 50 miles or 100 miles of where they're currently standing. And that's where
Right.
that type of attitude comes from when it comes to players getting overly cocky and saying things like that.
Yeah.
But it's anyway. As far as this team goes, they suck. What do you think, Mike? How many wins you giving this team? 3, 4, 2, even?
2?
I
I don't
mean,
know, 3? They'll get probably 3 or 4.
I have to sit down and look at the schedule again. But yeah, it just sucks that we were so excited as a city, especially with the letdown that the baseball teams were. That now
Mhm.
it's only the first week of October, and we're already like,
No, they're terrible.
oh no, we're supposed to watch, guys. I really have no idea. It's so
Well, today
frustrating.
I've been ripping on Daniel Jones, but I did feel
Okay.
bad. Like he went out with the injury and he got sacked 6 times today. And look,
Isn't that improvement from last week?
it is an improvement, but
Yeah, sadly.
But even and Tyrod Taylor came in, he got sacked and he got hurt, which I figured was going to happen. The backup comes in, he gets hurt, but it sounds like Daniel Jones had a neck injury, so maybe he'll be out again next week. Hopefully, it's not severe. I mean, you don't want these guys hurt, but he just is not doing well. The thing I'll say about Daniel Jones is it's not even so much him; it's the fact that people in sports media and all these experts keep saying how good he is, and yet this guy doesn't throw touchdowns. And the thing is, I will say this: yeah, if you had what's his name from Kansas City? If you had Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
the QB, he'd be the QB for the Giants. Yeah, he's going to get sacked more, but Patrick Mahomes knows how to make a play. And I still feel if Daniel Jones was better as a passer, the defense would not be rushing him so much because they know that this guy can make a play and he can throw on us. So we can't. They know they can rush on him. And I know
they
it's not
they can
easy.
get to him because he's got no protection. It sucks.
Yeah.
And I want to say too, I know you were only there for the end of the game, but the end of the game, he got hurt. By the way, he got hurt.
He got hurt.
They put in Taylor, who's the backup,
Right.
and it almost felt like Taylor had better rhythm than Jones. And look, I'm not a football expert. I'm just an angry fan who drinks and smokes. But it just felt like Taylor get the ball, he'd look up, and then he just throw the ball to the first open guy that he saw. He wouldn't try to make the perfect play. He wasn't trying to wait for the gates of whatever. He just would be like, oh, this guy's open, bang, I'll take those 6 yards. And he'd get rid of the ball in like under 4 seconds. It was crazy. So, there we go. There he is. All right, Bri. All right, so
what you're saying is my point as well, and I don't see that from Daniel Jones. You're seeing it more from Zach Wilson. I know we're going to transition to the Jets now.
We are going to transition to the Jets right now. Brian, can you hear / see us, big guy?
He sounds like he's boiling oil on the stove. He's putting his headphones in. Brian is.
I can put in better headphones if you want.
No, we can hear you.
Headphones is only a thing for you. It's only just to separate the audio. Yeah. There we go. Okay. This is such a professional. Are you in your what? We lost Brian again. We lost Mike. I do love hearing myself talk, but man, you guys are not giving me much support fire tonight on this.
I'm here.
I'm here. So what kind of Chinese food did you get, Mike? I'm just very curious.
General Tso's chicken.
Good choice. Classic.
He just tried to pop on. It went off again.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell happened.
I got General Tso's chicken. I got wonton soup. And then I got boneless spare ribs, which I'm probably going to eat tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a lot for one week. Again, are you sure you're not a pothead, Mike? Are you sure?
No.
Because, again, that is a stoner level order of Chinese food.
I'm going to eat some of this tomorrow and during the week.
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like most people, when you order Chinese food, you do it with the intention of eating off it at least one other time, right? You get it because you know you're going to have leftovers because the amount of salt in that crap keeps forever.
What else I got? I bought, what do you call them?
What's up, guys?
Spring rolls? You got spring rolls? Yeah. Is that what that is? I don't know.
What's up, Brian? No, we're talking about my Chinese food.
We're talking. We were just doing that. We're gonna hopefully edit that out. All right, Brian, did you watch the Jets game today? You're the opinion guy that I care about.
Okay. So here's the thing. No, I did not, because here's what happened.
Oh.
Okay.
I tried to watch the Jets game at the apartment that I'm at and I'm in Washington, D.C. and I tried to watch the Jets game around, but like every bar was crowded. So I was like, I looked at my phone. They said it was on Paramount Plus. So I was like, okay. I saw that it was on Paramount Plus. I came home. Unfortunately, it wasn't. What was on was the Chiefs-Vikings game.
Right.
So
probably more exciting.
So I watched that, and I was like, okay, we're probably going to film like the podcast around like 8:30 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
So but like I was fucking just tired and I just overslept, and here I am. So and apparently I missed a crazy game. So fuck my life.
This game. Here's the thing. I'll do my best to give my breakdown as a non-football expert, which is I would say that it was one of those games that it was exciting in the sense that it was a close game the whole way through. However, it was an extraordinarily sloppy game. I mean, Mike, how many fumbles did you count in this game? I counted at least 3, I think.
Yeah, there were 3 fumbles, a lot of penalties.
Yeah, a lot of interceptions, a ton of penalties. I mean, I would say that, the Jets, first of all, we were watching the game with our buddy Chris Crespo, and you know how emotional he gets over sports team.
He gets very emotional.
He was very into every single play, which is cool if it's the playoffs.
But it's like with him, it's like watching his family. Like he gets mad, but like he was saying, you can't make fun of them, and he just gets very sensitive. I was touched, but
he doesn't care if you make fun of literally anything about him except his fandom, which is very funny. Anyway, so. It was a sloppy game. It was extremely sloppy. It was 2 1-3 teams playing against each other. They were. It was almost like one of those games that felt like neither team really wanted to win that badly. Like they were trying to, not honestly they're trying to lose, but you know that whole expression where like they're trying to give the game away. Like both teams are trying to give the game away. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot of mistakes.
Ended on the game ended on a fumble that got returned for a touchdown. Brian, just to give you like the level of like just instability in this game. It was entertaining, but it was also sloppy as fuck just from all directions.
That sounds like a very Jets win. Like we're not gonna we're gonna win just on the craziest whim possible, especially for this season, considering how we beat the Bills. Like, hey, we're gonna have our star quarterback be out for the season. Also, we're going to return a kick at like the last minute in overtime.
Yeah.
Like that's a very very Jets win right there.
Oh, it was all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't
lost,
watch
too.
it with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't watch it with Crespo too. You know,
Yeah.
our buddy Crespo, for people that don't know, he was born without arms, and a lot of times
partial. Just to be clear.
Yeah, he has stubs for arms.
Yeah, he's basically like it goes down to about his elbow, and then it just
he's got fingers and
So
and a lot of our friends were texting him that they wish they had him as a quarterback instead of Zach Wilson. But which may be an outdated joke because Zach Wilson had a very, I mean, from what I saw, he had a really good game. He had a really good game last week.
It wasn't as good, but he held it together just enough to get the dub. He threw an extremely.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: you're gonna see on the I don't know if they call it box score in football, but on the score chart box score, you're gonna see he threw an interception. It was one of the most lucky interceptions I think I've ever seen, and it was. You mentioned it was a very Jets way to win, Brian. They almost found a Jets way to lose like 2 or 3 minutes earlier. Wilson throws a pass, and the dude from the Jets dives, tries to catch it, hits the guy in the hands. Bounces up, hits the dude on the Broncos in the knees, bounces up, and allows the guy to catch it between his legs.
Yeah,
like it was only like a few minutes left in the game, and all of us are sitting there at the table enjoying our White Claws and nachos. Like, oh, the Jets! They found the Jets way to throw this game away. You know, because we all thought it was going to be, return for not that play return.
Yeah, the Jets almost blew it.
They did. They almost fucking blew it.
The Jets defense played great. Breece Hall is back, and I'm glad because he's making me look good in my theory of play him more. So, well, I didn't know. I heard on the radio on the way home they kind of had him. They were calling it like a pitch count, like they were purposely not giving him the ball as much in these first few games back. And today he was off the chain. They're like, "You do you," and he had like over 170 yards, and he was phenomenal today. So,
some bro at the bar was celebrating because he had him on his fantasy team. So we knew how many yards he had because some bro yelled the amount of yards that he had for everybody to hear.
So though I did watch a little bit of the Vikings Chiefs game, and I'm not exactly sure who won. I did see though Travis Kelce
Swift
got
wasn't
hurt,
there,
though.
so America lost, Brian.
Well, Travis Kelce also got hurt too, so Kansas City also probably lost a little bit too, no matter what the score was.
Yeah, he hurt his foot, right?
Yeah, he hurt his foot.
Yeah, my friend said,
and he was out for the game. I mean, and honestly, like the Chiefs' defense looked really fucking good. Actually, looked really fucking good. All things considering,
and that's the defense that last week fucking Zach Wilson carved up.
Yeah,
to the best of his ability. So, and that's what I wanted to kind of transition back to here was that you have the outlook of the two New York football teams. Okay, has changed dramatically in the last month. Because remember, coming in the season, the Giants were supposed to be building on last year, made the playoffs and not suck. And then Aaron Rodgers blows his fucking Achilles in the first 4 minutes of the season. So you're thinking, oh no, the Giants will be the team that's actually good. The Jets are going to blow again. But now, guess what?
The other way around.
The Jets have more wins than the Giants, and the Jets actually look like they're getting some development out of Zach Wilson. It looks like they might actually have an okay season, whereas the Giants, I really think, might only win 3 games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's incredible how the roles switch so quickly in New York.
Right.
If Zach Wilson went to the playoffs, I'd be. I mean, if he went to the fucking AFC Championship, that would be the Super Bowl. That would be just the Super Bowl for
I
a
mean, if
Jets
he
fan.
made the low seed
If
wild
he-
card, I feel like he'd be
yeah.
ecstatic. Not to shit on you as a Jets fan, but
I mean, no, exactly. I would be ecstatic because I mean that was kind of very much the same season with Ryan Fitzpatrick, like just like a few seasons ago. Um, but like yeah, it was like we went. I think we went to the wild card too, and
Yeah.
he was just that was just a very scrappy team. That was when we had Brandon Marshall. I think we had Darrell Revis at one time, and we were like, I mean, hey, we were winning some. I was like the Jet. I mean, we did still lost. I think to the Bills in a very very Jets fashion. But it was a scrappy season, and this could be a similar season where it's like hope, like
The-
just being a Jets fan.
So I want to jump in here. I'm just looking at the time. So next week, to go on your point, Brian, the Jets are playing the Eagles, and it might be one of those games where I'm going to be concerned if they lose. I'm going to be concerned. All we're going to hear all week, oh, the Jets aren't really that good. It's a hoax and blah 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 blah. And I hope that doesn't happen because I think it might be a step back to move a step forward. The following week, it's Jets Giants. So that's going to be and then Jets Chargers.
You know, and I have multiple friends with Giants tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I get to go to that game.
Yeah, I'd love to go too.
I'm very, very much hoping. What were you saying, Mike?
No, that's what I'm saying, Phil. This is what we need to do. October 29th, the Jets are playing the Giants. The Jets are playing the Giants, so we should go. If we can't go to the game, we should go and go
to the parking lot and do some. I mean, maybe what day of the week is that? Because I have a job.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Okay, 29th. Yeah, I'm probably in. Why the hell not? Anyway, so moving along.
I'd be interested, Mike. Anyway, yeah.
We got to get off football, and unfortunately, bad news. The only team that doesn't suck in New York right now, the New York Liberty. That's right, the WNBA team. They did lose today, 99-82 to Las Vegas in the first game of the finals. So they're down 0-1. Speaking of going to games, Brian, I might be hitting you up next week if you want to go to the. Why is my camera so blurry?
I think you're blurry.
I know. I exist in blurriness. Anyway, I just wanted to. They're down 0-1. Game 2 is Wednesday. Game 3 is here at Barclays on Sunday. So that will be possibly a good time. I'm really thinking about going because I'm so disgusted with every other team in the city right now.
What are tickets going for?
I have no idea. I honestly, not to insult them, but I can't imagine that they go for as much as actual NBA or actual MLB playoffs or anything like that. So
what's sad is that if the Liberty win the championship, there's not going to be a parade. Just like with New York Football Club, there's no parade. They'll be at City Hall. No parade.
They should be, and and we should honestly go to that. And go talk to people. That would be hilarious.
We should
just go. That would be hilarious,
dude. And just to see, I want to know what kind of people take a day off from work to go to City Hall celebration for a WNBA championship. I want to know that. We're gonna find that out. Hopefully they can pull this off. They can come down from the 0-1 and do that. Anyway, we're gonna move on to let's have some fun. Mike, I know that you texted me because you were angry about something earlier in the week that the NBA recently announced their what are they in baseball? It's City Connect, but what is it in NBA? It's like
same thing, like City
jerseys. And you have some opinions on this, Brian. I'm so excited that you're here to do this with us because it's gonna be funny because I know that Brian has some strong NBA opinions. As does Mike. So
we're gonna bring these to the screen. I just want to mark something down. I always keep track of the time for editing purposes. So the NBA has their City Edition jerseys. They're usually horrible, and they've already leaked some of the designs, and of course, most of them are horrible.
Leaked. Okay.
Let's go to the first one. This is the Detroit Pistons Bad Boys Edition.
I don't completely hate this. It's simple. I know you don't like simplism, Mike. By the way, Brian, you go first.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not terrible. I've seen worse. I mean, the Hornets jersey, like I think a year or two ago, that just said CLT on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like the GOAT of bad jerseys. Yeah. This is okay, but like I kind of like the red and white really for like the Pistons, you know.
There was one that reminds me of that, Brian. I don't know if it was a joke or not, or it was a meme, but it was CL Chi, and then it was like some Christian youth league, and it was CL Chi, and they had a
Oh, yeah.
cross on it, but the cross was between the L and the T, so it looked like a bunch of like teenagers were playing like youth basketball with jerseys that said "clit" across the front.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So
All right, Mike,
the
tell me your thoughts on this, because you were kind of.
No, this sucks. This is terrible. I put WTF under the Twitter post. This is, I mean, yeah, the script, it's just not enough. There's nothing there. It's black with red piping and white script. It does say Chuck Daly on it, but how is this representative?
It looks like a softball jersey with no sleeves, doesn't it? It's very.
These are in honor of the bad boy Pistons teams, the guys we always show here on this show, Rick Mahorn and Joe Dumars. You know, and
if you want to honor
Bill
the bad
Laimbeer
boys,
wear this jersey.
No, hell no, Bill. Dude, if you want to honor the bad boys, you need to have just a picture of Bill Laimbeer with a black eye on the front of it and a nice big silhouette. That would be the way to honor the bad boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Or just have like random fake bloodstains on it because it looks like they're getting fights. Yeah, these are simple. You're right.
I've also seen like throwback Isaiah Thomas jerseys too as well, and they've always been like, I feel like just like completely blue and white. Like so, like I'm just like I don't know. I'm not I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
Moving along, what do you got next, Mike?
Yeah, moving along. So these are the Chicago Bulls on the left and the Dallas Mavericks on the right. And I gotta say, these are like they wouldn't even sell these at Kohl's. These are awful. These are awful.
This looks like you know how like third world countries make like knockoff jerseys and they don't know really what the team logos are. That's what the Chicago one looks like to me.
This is like when you get your first iron-on T-shirt kit and you make it in your garage. Like this is embarrassing.
Yeah, I was about to say this looks like Jordan went bankrupt and closed his sweatshop, and he was just like, we just got to make something, guys. So this is a going away sale. Just churn out something.
The Chicago one has a little bit of character with the vertical, but it needs more. It's like it's not done.
It's so bad.
Yeah, no, it looks like you're right. It looks like it's not done, and like they ran out of budget for more logo and lettering after they already made it. Like, oh fuck, it's good enough. Put it on the shelf.
These are bad.
Yeah. The Mavs one, that text looks like it's from like a 1970s sitcom, doesn't it? Like I'm not isn't there a famous show that has
like Good Times or something, or All in the Family?
I gotta fucking find this because it's gonna drive me nuts. No, like one of those shows that like was like before our time, but like we all know like the name of like All in the Family or one of those fucking.
I get that, Phil. It's like it's basically this right before Archie Bunker yells racial slurs at the TV. Like that is the lettering for this.
I'm not okay. I am not even fucking around. Hold on. I just Googled the logo real quick.
It's like All in the Family. It's the All in the Family logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me, boys and girls. You tell me.
Exactly.
No, that is trash. That is a trash logo. That is a 1970s sitcom logo that they use. Screw everybody.
That's bad. Wait, I lost the whole thing here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I was trying to feature you. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, let's move along here. These are okay. This is the Warriors jerseys. It's got kind of a 3D thing going here. The black.
Is the letter off? I can't even tell what they're trying to show us here.
It's very again. I don't like the simplicity. But I like the black and gold. I mean, it's kind of like a wu-tang thing. I like it to San Francisco.
I was about to say, just representing the Wu, just representing the fucking W. The boys in Staten Island.
Yeah, but it's such a basic 3D letter design. Like it's something like a kid made, like on the computer.
I used to draw stuff like this on my notebook when I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah, but
it's not even like it's like okay, so it's like there's no designs to any of this.
No.
Like it's just like it's so they're all so lazy. And these are the new crop of basketball jerseys this year, Mike.
Apparently, yeah. So I follow this guy, Chris Creamer, who has a website, sportslogo.net. And between him and there's also UniWatch on Twitter, they always release these. So these all I got from his website, which I put the photo courtesies up so you can see who posted these and how they're getting leaked. So go to sportslogo.net and then he keeps track of all this stuff. And this is
times are tough, man.
Yeah, this one's the least offensive of the ones we've seen, I guess. Is there any more, Mike?
Yeah, there's two more. So this
Uh,
one is actually the only good one. The King.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind
I
of like
like
this
it.
one.
I like it.
Is that a sponsor logo patch on the left shoulder though? I kind of don't like that, but
The dial
that's the
pad, they
way
all have
sports are
that, yeah.
nowadays.
So these kind of have like the 70s look with the vertical thing. They have the old Kings colors from the 80s. These are way better. These are actually really cool. They are a little still kind of going with that basic simple design, but this is what the Bulls uniform should look like. If the Bulls adopted more of this look, then their jerseys would be cool. But these I think are a home run. I think these are
Yeah,
great.
I like these. I agree.
Little ABA style. Yeah, I like them. Moving along, these are the Brooklyn Nets. They paired up with this popular artist from Brooklyn.
From 1991.
No, he's the guy who does the Mickey Mouse looking character with the X's for the eyes. In fact, the X's are on the pants. I forget the guy's name.
Now, I'm not as
artist
familiar with
guy.
hip hop as you are, Brian. So back me up on this. Does this not like if you were to take this
No.
logo but put it instead on like a pair of pants, not something somebody would have worn in like an early '90s rap video? That exact pattern.
They look like those.
Yeah,
those
and I
old
feel
NFL
like if it was,
terrible.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, and I feel like if it was all just like it looks like a really bad like bootleg mixtape that like people are like trying to hand out in like Times Square. That's exactly what it looks like. I mean, and it could be cool, and it could be cool because you got like the blue and the gray. Like I like the lettering a lot, but like I just feel like the colors don't match up.
Is it supposed to be
you know?
honoring something? Is there a backstory behind this? Like, is it supposed to be honoring like a
It's based
graffiti
on this
artist or something?
No, it's based on this artist from Brooklyn. We've seen this around New York. I can't find the guy's name. We've seen this guy, his artwork. It's all over Brooklyn. It's like a graffiti art character. It looks like Mickey Mouse, but it's got like these curly looking ears. It's got X's for eyes. He's an artist from Brooklyn, and they paired up with him to make these 1990s looking.
These are bad. These are
Nets
the
lettering
worst ones
like
on here.
dinosaurs, like the show Dinosaurs. Remember that show, Dinosaurs?
Yes, not the mama.
Not the mama. The font. That's what But I don't know.
The show with the saddest ending possible when like they're just preparing for the meteorite to kill them all.
Fun fact: Sherman
Spoilers
Hemsley
for a show that came out 30 years ago.
Sherman Hemsley was the voice of the boss.
I will say, I think that's the better of the jerseys that we've seen. Oh yeah, wow.
There's two more. So there's this one, the Minnesota Timberwolves. So
I like these actually. I think these are cool. I think I like the gradient pattern. I don't understand why there's a all white basketball on there by a lake. That's weird, but that's not part of the uniform, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I like these. I think these are cool.
I hate them.
I hate them. Why do you hate them, Michael?
Because they look like this. They look like freezer packs that you would pick up at the store to keep your belongings cold. Like, how is this?
Well, it's Minnesota. It's a cold weather state, and they're playing a wintertime sport. It kind of.
Yeah, but I don't want to look like an instant cold pack when I'm playing basketball. I mean, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, you're wearing a Giants blue. I mean, it's not far off from what you're actually physically wearing right now. It's blue. It's white piping with blue. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. Brian, what do you think, man?
Minnesota really thin. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably one of the best, just in terms of like the design and color scheme. It's probably one of the best that we've seen. I mean, I'd say
a low
like
bar,
I'd say it is a very very low bar. It's like, wow, it actually has like a color scheme and like like I'd say like the Kings one, the Nets one, and this one were probably like the better of them, but like yikes. Wow. I mean,
freezer pack.
All right.
Bring your yogurt to the beach.
All right, bring us home. What's the last one here?
This is the Toronto Raptors going with almost an Indiana Pacers look with the all gold.
That's not that bad. Yeah,
Not
I mean
bad.
that looks like looks decent. I guess in terms of like what we've seen previously.
Like,
I still can't get the Chicago Bulls one out of my head.
It's the one that looks the most like a regular jersey to me. I mean, it's fine.
You ever see that guy? There's a guy in New York, like a street performer, and he wears all gold, and it just he's got the all gold thing going on. So
it'd be funny if they painted their arms and legs gold as well. That would be funny if it was like they're trying to paint themselves like Oscars, like the
the guy dresses up like an Oscar or whatever.
That would be funnier. I'd like that. Okay. I'm ready to
That's
wrap
it.
this up if you guys are. That's it. All right.
Yep.
Mike, do you have a brawl fight for us to end with this week?
I have a brawl for us this week,
Let's do it.
and
Let's do
this
it, baby.
is we always take pride in doing odd fights, and things are hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a motocross fight. It's short, but it's something you don't see every day, and it's pretty violent, or it gets a little brutal. So we're gonna bring this up here.
So I assume someone's going to be getting off their bike at some point. Okay, so
So these two guys
up there.
crash, and he's
okay.
wailing on him.
Classic.
He's punching him in the back.
Yeah, and he's like, "What's up, yo?" He's like,
Punch him in the back of the helmet. That has to hurt your hand, man. Like that.
And he's giving him the finger. He's like,
Give him the finger? Oh, I must have missed that. All right, so this is a replay, right?
Yeah, or it's. Oh no, this is a previous fight. These two have clashed before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have some bad blood here. So I think this is. Yeah, there's the replay from another angle, and he is just wailing on.
He's hitting him in the back of the helmet. That must hurt you more than it hurts the guy.
It's like I want to fight you, but you have a helmet on, so I know I can't really hurt you. So I'm gonna be a wimp about it.
But it still looked like it cleaned his clock. Like that guy was like not getting up. That guy was definitely dazed after getting just like mollywopped.
Yeah, he's like really like. Look at this. Look at it. Boom, boom, boom. And the other guy's like, I don't want to fight you.
Well, yeah, the guy's like, why you hit me in the helmet, bro? Like, he was like, give me a second to stand up. We can fight like men.
I don't know. Yeah. And everybody's racing, you know.
And I love this because you never really.
Okay, now this is funny. It's right after the guy got up. He did like he does like the what are you gonna do, and then he gives him the finger after he. All right, you know what? After watching this a few times, I like this. I like this a lot, actually.
But this guy, 55. Look at his reaction. Like, sorry. Oh, I don't know. All right, sorry. I'm just gonna get back to the race.
I love the finger.
Yeah, he just got bitched out. Like it's so hard.
Like you think they would have to separate these guys, but no, it was just like a calm ending. Like. You're an asshole.
But no one's used to just people just straight up brawling in, dirt biking.
Motocross.
Like no one's used to that. Just like the pit crew like jump in, like
It's up there with,
people are probably more used to fights in the stands, among all the different neckbeards, who are like behind on child support and feed their children Monster Energy drinks.
Or canceled in the South.
This child support payment brought to you by Monster Energy drinks.
All
right. As far as rating goes, I was actually thoroughly entertained as short as it was. I'm going to give this one a strong 7, baby. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. It was rare. You don't see it a lot. And the little this gesture, whatever you call this, and the finger kind of do it for me. So strong 7 for me. What do you got, Mike?
I was going to give it a 7 as well. Yeah, I think just the pure entertainment. It was short. It wasn't a big brawl, but he was wailing on him, and it was just ridiculous.
Punches were thrown. It was good.
It was a lot of clean punches thrown. It was a very oddball, rare fight, so it gets high marks for that. So a 7.
There we go, Brian.
I'd give it a 7 too. I was actually about to say the exact same thing. Like I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a 7 because it was. I'd say obviously it wasn't as long and brutal as some of the fights we've given 9s or 10s, but in terms of entertainment value, in terms of originality, we don't usually see this in motocross. So I was just going to say balancing out the originality and entertaining with
hey Brian, what time is it? It's dinner time.
I have no idea what that just played, but I'm very
I threw it in. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could have played it after I was done explaining my ranking for the fight. But okay, no, titty time. Titty time every time.
I think that's a great. It's titty time. It's also time for us to wrap it up. I think that is a great way to end the show with titty time. We should just begin and end the show and just play that video on loop instead of hearing ourselves talk because I here for 40 minutes. There really again. Okay.
It's titty time.
That's when a show ends and it shows the production company sit Ubu sit or Jack Hole or whatever.
That's gonna be the name of our company. It's gonna be Titty Time Productions.
Absolutely, the thing from The Office. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Anything else to add, gentlemen, before we all fuck off and go our own separate ways?
Nope.
I mean,
All
like,
right.
I love that my debauchery could bring us so much joy. So maybe we
yeah.
talk about that video one time, but
Next week, are we going to find out what poppers are? That's what we want to know.
Yeah. Next week,
yes,
Brian's gonna give us a full
yes,
demonstration of poppers.
I'll give you the full spectrum of my opinions on titties and poppers in the gay community. So we'll cover all the ends of human
Tune
sexuality
in next week for that, kids.
in
You're
the
not gonna
sports
want to
brawl
miss it.
show. All right,
All right.
take care.
Peace, guys. See
Bye.
you later.